Welcome to Ask WWN. This is episode number 21 in our podcast series. I am your host, Michael Burgess. Well, what some questions we have in store for everyone listening right now? What are some great questions? Remember, if anyone else has any questions, tweet us at W Wrestling News using our official hashtag AskWWN. Also, AskWWN at WorldWrestlingNews.com. Send us your questions there via email. Just do it now! We'll do it right after this podcast. Well, to begin, our first question is coming in from Twitter. With the authority figures continuously reversing the outcomes of WWE title matches, how are we supposed to believe that Daniel Bryan can actually win the title? Well, Daniel Bryan wins the WWE title at SummerSlam, and then immediately loses it. Daniel Bryan wins the WWE title at Night of Champions. He's stripped the next night. Daniel Bryan appears to have won the WWE Championship at Battleground. He's screwed by the corporation. And I'm not sure what makes WWE think fans will be interested in the third match in just as many pay-per-views. Obviously, there is a hope that Shawn Michaels will help the buy rate, but I agree, it's less than ideal, given how it's been booked. Our next question: what's the latest on the potential return of The Rock? Do you think he will return to wrestle at WrestleMania 30 next year? Well, WWE has been operating under the assumption that The Rock is not working WrestleMania 30 next year. Rock has made it clear following this year's pay-per-view that he had fulfilled his commitment and wasn't obligating himself to do any further dates. At one point, there were plans for him to appear on television to promote the new WWE 2K14 game, in which he graces the cover, but I haven't heard if that will happen. When WWE released the promotional information for WrestleMania 30, it did not include The Rock, which only helped confirm that we've been hearing behind the scenes. Should The Rock change his mind and decide to wrestle, WWE will always look for a main event level program for him. Our next question: there is no way that John Cena is even close to 100%. So why does WWE risk John's long-term health by bringing him back way too soon? The only people who really know about the health of John Cena are the people in John's inner circle and his doctors. A lot of people were surprised to hear Cena was coming back for WWE Hell in a Cell, and I'm sure I'll have more information as I get more time to work the phones and to talk with agents. Cena is returning 2 months early from the 4 to the 6 months timetable that was laid out for his return from torn triceps. From the outside, it appears WWE is getting Cena back early in the midst of a horrendous viewership slide. I worry about Cena's long-term health, as he's clearly been overworked the past 5 years, but it's tough to keep him away. Cena wants to be working, and WWE needs him working. If he gets medical clearance, WWE is gonna have him working. Our next question: as inappropriate and uncalled for as was Battleground's ending, do you think its intentions were to direct viewers' attention to the fallout on Raw, and this way to raise their abysmal viewing audience from the past few weeks? Well, WWE can't use a pay-per-view to promote free television. For one, far less people watch pay-per-views than weekly TV programs, even with viewership down. The ending of WWE Background was done to bridge to Hell in a Cell, but it was poorly executed and resulted in the worst show of the year. Our next question: what are your thoughts on the Hell in a Cell lineup? Is WWE trying to make up for the loss of ratings by bringing back 3 big names like Shawn Michaels and John Cena? Well, yes, they are. They are working to bring back those ratings that they have lost. And we're going to go over time here with this podcast. Sure, we're past the 5-minute mark, but this question needs to be attended to. They are bringing John Cena and Shawn Michaels in the fold because, one, Shawn Michaels in the fold will make the storyline better. And it will also help boost some of the ratings because apparently some people just want to see Shawn Michaels on pay-per-view, which is completely weird. And our next, John Cena, he's back in the fold because he's medically cleared. WWE wants him in a top-level main event program, such as the World Heavyweight Championship. It will bring back prestige to the World Heavyweight Championship. So I don't know about this. Why are people complaining about this? John Cena back in is great. It is what's best for business. If you are a WWE fan and you can't handle that, then you just stop watching WWE altogether. Because John Cena back in is great. It is absolutely great. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Ask WWN episode. And of course, I apologize, we went about a minute and a half over, but what do? These questions needed to be attended to, and they needed to be answered straight up, and I'm telling it how it is. So, once again, thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Ask WWN. I am the owner of WorldWrestlingNews.com, signing off. Goodbye.